Refreshing. Hey everyone, I have such exciting news. As of this morning, I reached 500 subscribers. Yeah, I'm so excited, and I feel like I've been working so hard to get to this point, and I know I have a long way to go, but I am just so incredibly thankful for all of you who have subscribed and liked and commented on my videos. Y'all have made it so worthwhile, and I'm so glad that you have decided to tag along with me as I take on this YouTube journey. And if you are new here, if you're new to my channel and my videos, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. And if you would like, you can like, subscribe, comment, and just hit the little bell button to know whenever I upload next. This video is dedicated to you guys. I'm gonna be doing this random chaotic Q&A just so you can get to know me a little bit more. So let's get into it. Do you have a favorite dish cooked by Yi Jing? Hot pot, all the way. I remember the very first time he ever made it for me, and once you have it, you can't go back. It's one of those things. And he had actually gotten some hot pot base cubes from his mom, who sent them all the way from China. And it was so spicy and so delicious. My mouth was watering just thinking about it. And now I think we might have to have a hot pot night here soon. So if you've never had a hot pot, look around your city and see if there's a hot pot place. You'll never regret it. It's just so good. And make sure it's the Sichuanese hot pot. It's spicy. It's just so good, so good. Hot pot all the way. Do you make the bed every day? I try. I get up and I leave the house long before Yi Jing ever wakes up, so I don't really get to make the bed in the morning. But whenever I get home and I think about it, I totally do. I'll go in there and I'll make the bed. And there's just something about getting into a bed that's been made. I don't know, lately I like getting into a bed that's been made for me, and I don't know, there's something comforting about it. So I do try to make the bed every day. I fail sometimes, but for the most part, I do make the bed. What is your go-to dance move? So I dance like I just hopped out of the 70s, and then I add in a few side shuffles, and then I have to throw in a butt jiggle here and there. So yeah, that's my signature dance move for sure. Are you conscious about your health? So for years, I was so focused on how my body looked and losing weight. I wasn't ever really focused on being healthy, happy, and comfortable in the skin I'm in. But lately I've noticed that I have been super bloated and my joints are not being my best friends right now. So I've started incorporating anti-inflammatory foods into my diet, and we're also trying to start a family. So I'm trying to make really good choices about the things I put in my body and if it's nourishing me, but I'm also not depriving myself either. If I want a piece of chocolate, I'm still gonna eat the piece of chocolate, but in moderation. So yes, I am being really health conscious right now for those few things. So yes. If you could live anywhere, where would that be? So anywhere that has all 4 seasons. This Texas heat is absolutely a killer this year. It's been over 100 degrees every day for over a month, I think. And I can't handle it anymore. I've lived here my entire life and I still cannot stand Texas summers. But if I could live anywhere, I've always loved the idea of living in Europe for a time. I don't know, I just love history and just, it's a different way of life over there, and I think I would absolutely love it. And I think I would also like staying in China for a while and just getting to know the country my husband was raised in. So either Europe or China for a time. If your pet could tell me one thing about you, what do you think it would be? King, poor girl, doesn't have a lot going on behind those pretty brown eyes. But if she could talk, she would say, "My mom has a lot of problems and she sleeps a lot, but I love her anyways." That's probably what she would say. Have you ever been on TV? No, but I think I would actually like to be in the background of a show or a movie. I think I would be a really awesome extra or a side character that has maybe 1 or 2 lines. It's actually kind of been like a dream of mine. Like before I die, I kind of want to be in a movie, whether it's in the background or as a side character. I don't give off Hollywood main character vibes, but I could definitely be a girl's best friend or just an extra in the background. Have you ever met someone famous? I have actually. I've met quite a few. So a few years ago, I went to a Walker Stalker convention, which is like a fan expo for The Walking Dead. And I met quite a few of the characters or the actors. And I met the governor, I met Glenn, I met Michonne, T-Dog, Eugene. Who else did I meet? I can't remember all of them, but then I didn't really meet her, I saw her and was in line with her at Starbucks. Tara from The Walking Dead. So I've met quite a few. Do you like TV talent shows? Absolutely not. First of all, there's so many of them, I don't even know where to begin if I ever really wanted to watch them. But another thing is, I'm very empathetic. And so whenever someone messes up or starts crying on the show or whatever, I get very, very uncomfortable. Like I'm like, okay, I don't want to go through this with this person, so I'm gonna switch it. So that's usually what happens. Yeah, I don't like them. They make me very, very uncomfortable. When you and Yijing have a disagreement, what do you say to resolve it? Well, we say that we're sorry and then talk about why that hurt our feelings or why that was such a problem. And then we try to, like if we're having a disagreement, we try to have like, I don't know, mutual enthusiastic agreement, which is like a term that we were taught in our married couples group. And if you don't come to a mutual, it's kind of hard to explain. You both have to be happy when a decision is made. One cannot be happy and the other not happy. Like you both have to be happy about a decision that's being made. And so you kind of just have to work through that process, which we're not perfect at. It's something that we have to work on almost every day. And so, yeah, that's kind of how we do it. And we have to acknowledge that we messed up and that we need to ask for forgiveness, and we need to learn to learn to forgive as well. So that's kind of what we do. It's not a really good explanation, but overall we say we're sorry, we ask for forgiveness, and we forgive. Do you remember your first makeup item? Yes. I think it was either like eyeliner or mascara, and my parents wouldn't let me wear makeup in junior high just because my skin was going through a lot of changes and I just hadn't learned how to properly wash my face yet and be responsible enough to wash it every day. And so they didn't want me wearing it, but I would get to school and ask my friend who could wear makeup, like, hey, can I borrow your like eyeliner or something? And that is what I would do. And she taught me how to do it, and it was like the worst way possible, and it was putting it like under here. And so by the end of the day, makeup was running down my face, and of course my mom's gonna find out because I have makeup on my face. So I think she gave me some eyeliner and taught me how to properly put it on, and then some mascara. So yeah. Do you believe online dating ends up in successful family making? I believe it can. EJ and I met online and it worked for us. I actually made a video on some tips and tricks I learned while I was online dating. But the main point for me is just being intentional with the time and effort it takes to be in the online dating sphere. And just know that online dating is not for everybody. You aren't missing out if you aren't online. And you know, if you decide to take a break, it's a possibility that you could meet the one organically, or you know, just realize maybe it's just not time for you to be online dating. There's always a time and a place for people to be online dating, and you just have to know when that is and when to stop. So yes, you can find the one online dating and start a family and have a beautiful life together, but you can also find all of those things organically. So it just depends on you, essentially. That's it. That's all I have for you guys. Again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I still can't get over it. It was such a nice wake-up call this morning to see that number. And if you could like, subscribe, comment if you want, and hit that little bell button to know when I upload next. And I will see you all next time. Bye.